that the filth fever is enhanced. It's not regular dirt fever. It's really bad dirt fever. And then you've made this awful discovery that over a long period of time, it could change you into a thing that isn't natural anymore.
Okay.
The carrion crawlers are also aberrations. That's why the bugs weren't interested in them.
So, where I'm from, they have these things called galoshes. Does anybody know how to make galoshes? I think it was made out of something from a tree. I don't fucking know what part of the empire they came from, but some sort of tree sap turned into boots. I don't know. Can any of you do that? It'd be nice if you could.
Maybe the orcs have something. So this says granite.
Okay, Oorex will go to the orcs. Do you have
Could you please close?
galoshes?
They're begging. You close. You close the Jing block during the flooding. A bunch of them have moved. Like now that you guys are over here, they've moved like into the rest of their dungeon. Like they're not like taking the horrible stench that you're allowing to waft
into their kitchen.
Right.
Terrible place for a kitchen.
No.
But I suppose they didn't know that when they built it. Although I suppose with like the waste, you just eat it down the stink hole.
There are signs that they eat the garbage down this stairwell.
We're gonna go find. We're just gonna go find an orc to ask for. Do they have like these galoshes, which I think is the word that orcish might not have, like boots for trotting in slime?
Yeah, you know that they are able to get you 2 sets of small kobold boots. They say that kobolds walk in slime all the time. They know how to make these, and they have for some reason, probably through trade or through war.
The other trade.
Yeah. These boots would only, I guess, fit Oorex at this point. You've got like rubbery hip waders that have some resistance to acid.
Perfect. This means that the I suppose
it even has a nice little place to stick your little tail through. I don't know. I don't know if Kenku have tails, but kobolds do.
Excellent. Okay, so I got my solution. I'm ready.
You suspect that these would do for a time, but if the acid was too strong, they would provide a certain amount of like hit point buffer before they
if your pants start melting, you should probably leave wherever it is it's melting your pants. Cool. That is a word that I cannot purge from my vocabulary. It's my gateway word between I found that interesting. Let me change topics. Like that's what that word means. Let me not be dismissive of your old topic while I insert new topic. Let me use slang from the early 90s.
Well, he's wearing a suit, so out of all the characters who might be able to say that is future Imperium Oorex, but...
Okay, so I suppose we go visit the kobolds and ask them to fashion another few pairs of bigger waders? Or I put these on, we go down to Slime Town. I don't know if
Ikimacer does not have resist energy as a spell.
I think Chimchim should. Chimchim does. Not trying to run Chimchim, but just...
How many second level spells do you speak?
He might speak 5.
That's
4.
cool.
Well, 4. One of them has to be a domain spell, but you know, And then I think I don't think any of the Oracle types took resist energy at this level because usually you don't need that one.
All right, what is your next move? You guys are hanging out with the orcs right now.
Get them to use some of those cleaning products on the sick orcs. Get those sick orcs to clean themselves, and get them a bonus that way. There's one.
Might I suggest we have a trade convoy to the kobolds to get some rubber pants made for you folks, so that we don't need to use all of your spells on not melting your family bits.
So revisit the kobolds, where you left them last as you slaughtered their chieftain, killed their warriors. There was a group of priests and some of the commoners that were left.
And all the children. Didn't kill any of the children.
No, I didn't kill any of the children. And you didn't fully explore the place.
Nope, we were supposed to go to the library. So I think we should we've already tended the bugbears. We go to the kobolds, get them to stop making us a pair of pants, and we go check out the library while they're working on it. And if it takes a couple days to heal the kobolds, a couple days for them to make the pants, that's fine. Those tuggy bastards down there can wait, licking everything.
The horrible things that got away to the stinking ziggurat. The bugbears have.
Where was the bowl?
Oh, the bowl was where you were standing, to the north.
What? Would have been useful information before, you know.
The bowls are here. If you
just like shit. Or what were the frog things?
Oh,
He starts really well mimicking the
big frog.
Perfect. Excellent.
Hey.
Int 8, no skills, understandable, right?
They might have a little more than 8, but not too much more. Some of them might be 8.
So I think we're going to do a foyer to the kobolds with the rest
kobolds,
of the day.
And then I think it's a good place to leave it, and then you're going to come back and go to the shitty
Go shank those guys.
Get some
now
rubber pants.
That we know,
we need sewer man gear, right? We need
now that we know what we're dealing with, it'll be a lot easier to.
It's a good place to leave it. This was fun. Just the zaniness of the temple.
Somebody needs to help Stelios clean himself as part of the before we go see the kobolds. Stelios is disgusting.
Oh yeah, Stelios is also immune to the disease. And did any of you? I think you kept the cockroaches off of you.
Yep. No. Oorex got hit by cockroaches one round. He got 6 damage from cockroaches.
Oorex. Okay. So I think there's one fort save then for Oorex.
Absolutely fucked it. When did I make the fort save? Because my saving throw changes.
That would have been when you were in the hallway getting bit by the cockroaches.
Okay.
You're not sick.
21.
You don't get the fever.
I don't get the fever.
The bugs that are eating things in the horrible room that's corrupted and all sorts of bad. Yeah.
No.
Nope.
No. So no, just like in terms of
and Zilch ate a cockroach before she realized
they don't taste good.
That it was a cockroach and not a beetle. So let's roll a fort save for Zilch.
I am now going to go to the dude.
All right, Zilch has advanced filth fever.
All right. How long does that take to identify?
It's in the Moro. She'll start to show signs. DC 14. Failed the save.
So I haven't been to Vietnam. I do tend to eat most of the foods in the places where I've been. Vietnam does eat cockroaches.
Do they? Okay.
Yep. I wanted to check that because I've seen, like, I've had a few other, I've had insects before, of a few different varieties. Not like big fuck off cockroach from Asia, like the big, like like the one, like these, the ones that look like little like buses.
Well, yeah. Zilch did not like the cockroach from the Aberrant Horror Cthulhu
Aberrant Horror
tainted,
tainted
filth
horror.
dungeon. Yes, exactly.
Horrible. Didn't taste good. Oh my god. No, it's funny.
We need
Yeah,
a
no,
name.
just
We need a name for tonight's game, as is tradition.
well, if it went badly, it would have been it's in my hair, but it didn't go terribly badly, so it's in my
Yeah, I
hair.
think it's fine.
What was the
The Ioun backwards.
It's the Ioun backwards might be is a decent name, or like come into the light or whatever it was saying. Move to come. Anything that tells you to do that, the always answer is always no. No, never go into the light.
There
Always.
was, I think we were like, I want to say 14. We were playing a D&D adventure, and it was dragon backwards that we didn't pick up on right away.
No, Gran.
No,
No, Gran.
Nogren, yeah. And it was like, something odd here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It took you guys all of like 3 seconds to figure that one out. I'm like, fine, that's fine.
Well, because I was like, I wouldn't have figured that out until you said I crafted the stones that float. I'm like, iron stones, and then I was like, but because to me it was like, because I was like going through my Forgotten Realms lore, which I don't have a very deep knowledge of. But I'm like, I swear they're just named after the fucking guy who made them. They're just called, they're Ioun stones. So the guy who made them is not him. It's not no something or other. It's something. They're fucking Ioun stones. I'm looking at the. Oh, for fuck's sake! I was like, yeah, but
It was an old Gygaxian trick where you, like, I think there was one, the mad god of knowledge, Zagig, was like Gygax backwards, as
Yeah.
like homage to the person who made the D&Ds. Yeah, it's an old dumb trick that doesn't work anymore. But I'm like, oh, it's an old wizard. He's all screwed up. Yeah,
so I've been playing Metal Gear Solid 5, and I went back to the game, and the game is great. I recently rescued Hideo Kojima as so I rescued him on a mission, and now he's part of my crew, who is like the creator of Metal Gear Solid, and he just put himself in the game as like a guy, and he's got like his perks are like teamwork and nobody fights.
there are also some hints. Why would Ioun is supposed to be a deity?
Yeah, well, it was the god of magic, wasn't it, or like ascended?
Yeah.
Like ascended the mantle or something like that.
So why would one god who's trapped another one not let people? He introduced himself like this, like power in the name of gods, and
well,
there were a bunch of weird little hints. And
we also have like the gem dragons, and then the god of many masks. That was the word mask wasn't said as just he's a god of many masks. No, he's a god of many masks. We have a few different like. There are many different masked gods, including Mask, as well as the Desaad's god in right. We have multiple themes like
Dragon
that.
and Elf Shadow.
yep. Also, if you really wanted to go deep, no, I won't ruin this one. You could look at the god list from a different campaign.
Don't worry. My guy with knowledge religion came from a place where none of those gods are here.
Right. And then you're asking the guy who's from the world where this thing was. He's like, yeah, it's like.
I think I've heard that word
I
before.
think I've heard Sumerian before. Like Gilgamesh. That's a guy I've heard of before.
He did a thing. I think he had elephants, but it might have been the other guy. There was definitely a mountain range involved.
Right. He had a beard.
It was somewhere.
He had a
It
beard.
was either like North Mediterranean or North African or Middle East or like the passageway to Asia. It was in one of those places that make up a third of the entire world. It's over there.
Yeah, no ranks. It's kind of like, you've got very, very inaccurate, slightly encyclopedic fact, maybe or two.
Well, it's at that point you wouldn't have fact, you would have common trope or common understanding.
Well, right, yeah, because there's no internet or no book that you would have read, or you either knew the story or heard it once.
Like in the equivalent to this would be, Rasputin as the lover of the Russian queen, right? Like, that's what about Rasputin?
Because it's in a song.
It was a song. Hey, he's the lover of the Russian queen, and then you probably don't know the rest of the song.
I think that guy was a dick.
Yes, he was a dick. He was basically a wizard. He would be a wizard in the Russian courts. He was famous for surviving murder attempts. Because they killed him and stabbed him.
He was a womanizer,
and he had an enormous dick. Apparently, it was just massive dong that they put in a jar. Like, you can go to Russia and look at his penis.
Put in a fish tank.
All right, we're at that point of the night. I think it's a good time to. I'm never gonna hear that song differently when they're rah Rasputining.
Rasputin.
Oh goodness! All right, ending the stream. Good night, everyone. For those watching on YouTube, which is where this video will appear, thanks for your support. For those hanging out in the channel with us tonight. It's good seeing you folks here, and as always, we hope you enjoyed this as much as we do. Peace. Have a good night.